All right, next we got a story about a young girl, seemingly healthy here, who all of a sudden finds herself on the fast track to a failing heart. She fortunately kept searching for a lot of answers and just would not let her doctors turn her away.
Dawn Stevens introduces us to a remarkable young woman.
This is fun to look at these old pictures.
At a very young age, doctors told Mandy Bradley she had a hole in her heart, but it closed and she lived a normal childhood with her sister, mom, and dad.
I was in dance for like 9 years. I played softball, volleyball. I was very active. Yeah, you remember?
Until her early 20s. After having a cough for 2 months, she finally got it checked out and was misdiagnosed with pneumonia.
Little did I know how serious it was going to be.
Persistent and looking for answers, Mandy ended up at a cardiologist who saw her enlarged heart and took an echo.
A cardiologist came in and he said, you know, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but it's not pneumonia, and he explained it was my heart. And at that point in time, it was only working at about a 25%, so it was extremely weak. Needless to say, we were all really, really shocked. That was the last thing we thought we were going to hear.
Mandy started taking medications, and doctors discovered she had a form of cardiomyopathy and a rare genetic heart disorder called Danon disease. After several months, Mandy kept getting weaker. The meds weren't working, so doctors made the first cut into her chest and implanted a defibrillator. It wouldn't be long before it was put to work.
And I remember about an hour after taking the antibiotics, I just got really sick, and the defibrillator sent 3 shocks to my heart, and it hurt like crazy.
She insisted on coming into the hospital, and thank goodness she did, because her world unraveled quickly. She went into septic shock.
They brought me down to the ICU, and the last thing that I remember is a nurse telling me, whatever you do, keep your eyes open. I remember looking at my dad, and I could just see like the tears in his eyes.
Her grandmother and I were in the room, and we were just couldn't believe it. She walked in the emergency room, and now she's on the verge of dying. And
Mandy's old heart was just too weak, and doctors put her on the list for a new one. When it typically takes 1 to 2 years to get a heart, Mandy had hers in just 12 days.
I definitely think it was a miracle.
She clutches her heart pillow, thankful for all those who signed it and helped give her new life.
And I could feel blood flowing throughout my fingers, and I had warm hands for the first time in my life.
After the surgery, doctors told her how fortunate she was and how her persistence paid off. She was able to walk out of the hospital and be back home to live a healthier life with her family.
But we didn't realize how sick I was. I was going to get a heart, or I was going to pass away within 4 days. So I'm very, very lucky to be here.
Mandy says looking back, the hole in her heart as a child and being short of breath were signs of her rare heart disorder. There's no family history of heart disease, but going forward, she could pass it to her children and will have to be aware of that. Now, she reminds women, if they believe something is wrong, look into it and be persistent about getting some answers if something doesn't quite feel right. If you're looking to learn more about if you're potentially at risk and if you want to help fight heart disease, stop by the Mall of America Saturday for a free Go Red health fair.